Hello, welcome to the Made You Smile podcast. My name's Melinda.
And I'm Carrie, and we're here to bring you fun, laughter, and maybe even a few aha moments.
So ready, set, smile. Oh wait, I didn't smile.
So it just makes the noise to make you think.
Yes.
Is it gaslighting you?
It
in
is.
Your own home?
We've gone into the 20th century.
Yeah.
We're not in the 21st. We're not even close yet. But we're actually using Google Home with our lighting.
Yeah. I enjoy that.
Well, I did too, until Google decided my voice is not masculine enough or something. It doesn't think I have enough authority.
It'll say.
So I'll say, Google, turn dim lights to 100%, and it'll go ting like it did it.
Yeah.
Only I'm right here, Google.
I
can see.
You didn't.
And it didn't change at all.
Yeah.
You can make that beep, but
Yeah.
you can't tell me that it's
Can't tell
lighter.
me. I don't know if you know this or not, because I'm pretty sure you are not Verizon. You're not on Verizon, but I am. So, and as are my children, or as Leanne Morgan would say, my children.
My children.
How does she say
I don't know.
children? We had an outage on Wednesday.
Oh.
Everybody. That was on Verizon.
I did not even hear about that.
Yeah, it was. So
I would have mocked you.
I know.
If I had known.
Because
I have a problem because you're not on.
Rightly so. Are you AT&T?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is Randy. But because he's with work. So at first I thought this was just my phone because I'm trying to text somebody back and I can't do it. And don't you wish we were like sponsored by? Mm-hmm. That would be amazing. But yeah, so I was.
Oh, do you have to blur that out now?
No.
Okay.
Nobody's watching.
Did I mess things up?
No one's watching this, Melinda. What are you thinking? No. Shh. Yeah. All good.
Okay.
All good. So anyway, you were telling me about technology earlier. We were having a discussion about technology. Do you remember what you were saying?
Oh, about my phone?
Yeah. Oh,
no,
yeah.
about my watch?
Yes, your watch.
I'm really upset with it, too.
You had to rededicate your life to Jesus in Cheesecake Factory
I
earlier.
did, because I'm trying to check. My dad just messaged me, and I got a notice, and it's like, I'd like to check that. Thank you, Apple Watch. Thank you for letting me know.
Thank you for letting me know.
Because my phone's down in my purse.
Hey, guess what?
I'm going to do this right now.
This is your watch. Excuse me, Melinda. You have a message.
Yeah.
You have a message.
Okay.
Hey,
thanks.
Guess what? You have a message.
Usually, and it doesn't recognize my face.
Oh, no, you can't see it. We just want you to know that you
just
have a message.
know.
No,
and it's from your dad.
You can't look at it. Oh, and by the way, you are in a timeout because your memory is terrible and you can't remember your password.
Well, we don't know this. You're blaming it on me.
That's your watch. I'm your watch.
It did tell me.
From the perspective of your watch. You can't get in for 1 whole minute.
Well, hey, Apple, I'm the one that made I know the password. Basically, because it's based on something very important in my life, and I think I know what that is.
I will not submit to Apple. Now, I do have...
And I tried it. And you gave me a 1 minute timeout, and then I put it in again, and you said, it's wrong again. You're going to have to wait 4 minutes now.
4 minutes now? Come on.
It's my dad.
No, you go...
I want to talk to my dad. Look, if it was one of my agile children, I would say, okay, I'll do without you for 4 minutes. But this is my dad.
You're fine.
Let me talk to him.
I need to talk to my dad, though, Apple. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're the one that's wrong. Apple Watch.
Apple Watch.
I think I put it in correctly. Or my fingers are really fat. And it's cold.
Because it's hard to do on those little
and these
watches.
Are little tiny numbers.
Yeah.
And I have the big fat. Maybe the nerves in my fingers aren't working right now.
It's like.
But regardless, it's my dad. Let me talk to my dad. I'll get it.
And your watch
I'll get it right later.
No, sorry. There's nothing we can do for you.
Fine, I'm going to bend down and I'll get my phone out of my purse. Apple.
And then Apple makes it really, really hard for you to change your password too.
Yes.
You can't just do like every other platform and say, I need to change my password. They're like, okay, but this is Apple. I'm not kidding. We're going to send you a code, but you got to go find it. Where? It's on an iPad somewhere. We don't know. Is the iPad in my house? Is the iPad in this room right now?
Listen,
nope,
okay, this
is
so apropos.
You got to guess.
Listen, as people age, there must be different... There's got to be different standards, Apple, for people that get older.
Yes.
Like my bank.
Yes.
Look, I appreciate you wanting to keep my money safe.
But it's my money,
but
and
it's
I
my
want it now.
So here's what happened. I forgot my passcode to get into my business account, my art account. And but it already had my ID programmed in there.
Yes, because it remembers you. Because you click the
So,
box that
I
says,
was like-
remember me.
So I said, okay, I forgot my passcode. So I did that. It wiped out my ID number.
What?
And I was like,
What?
It let me change my passcode, but when I went back to put my new passcode in, it had wiped out the ID. I was like, well, I didn't know that one either. Had a program.
I'm a big Star Wars nerd. And so that always cracks me up. I just love Han Solo. I was a Han Solo girl when I was when I was a kid. And there's a scene in the Return of the Jedi in like to us Star Wars nerds, it's episode 6. But they are on the moon trying to break into the base of like the shield generator kind of thing, blah 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 blah. So he's trying to enter in the code, and it's like they're being shot at, and they're being pinned down, and
pressure
shot at, and he's entering in the code, and every time he does something, he's like, I got it, and another door closes, and it's like, I got it now, another door closes, and then R2D2.
You're gonna have to go and modify that last section, because I realized as I got frustrated, my volume and my pitch kept just going up. Because it's
like Apple is like, you're going to have to calm down. When you can calm down, you want another 7 minutes? We'll lock you out of this for 24 hours if you're not careful.
There's got to be a different look. I want the eye retina scan thing. Give me that.
They do that.
So I don't have to remember another
Apple does your face
number ever again.
I remember one time, Pam's going to get mad at me for sharing this because it brings back such bad memories of during COVID times.
Oh, yes.
And we went to eat somewhere, and she had to unlock her phone. Well, we were standing because she wanted to show them her rewards, and we were standing there in line, and we both got our masks on, and so she went to pull her mask down to take her so she could get her face recognition on her phone. And the little kid behind the register was like, ma'am, you can't take your mask off. And she was like, I'm just I can't open my phone with my face. And they're like, we're sorry, you can't do that. She was like, well, what am I supposed to do? It's like, it was the most infuriating thing. I was like, just do it. And they were like, ma'am, we're going to have to ask you to leave if you don't put your mask back on.
Does she have a number that she can open her phone with?
She couldn't remember it. That was the thing. So she just knew her face recognition thing. And so it's so funny.
Oh, that does bring back bad memories.
Oh, I know. Just the rules.
We couldn't clock in. Okay, real quick, going back.
No, you're fine.
We couldn't clock into Home Depot until we had a fever scan. They had the scanner we had to step in front of. And it was, I don't know, it was probably a distance of like this.
Seriously?
Yeah. So
fever scanner?
Yeah, they would check your fever before you could clock in.
Oh, that's a little scary.
And there was a little line that you had to stand on or whatever, but you had to get you had to get it just right. You're at the just right area. So what it was is you saw a lot of people trying to get clocked in going, I mean, they're just moving their head. They look like chickens.
And the machine is like, you're too cold, you're dead.
You're
can't
too
work
short
tonight.
Stand up a little straighter, back up about 6 inches, come forward.
Hold your head to the side.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh, gosh. I do not do not miss those days.
No, I don't want
Even
everybody
a little bit.
Everybody stay
Hey,
healthy.
I have
Cover
an
your mouth.
idea. I have an idea. Let's don't ever do that again.
Yes.
Let's don't ever have a
Well-
global pandemic ever again.
That, and let's figure out these passcodes. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can check on my dad now.
Papa, can you hear me?
I hope it wasn't. I'm falling. Please help me up.
Can you
or
get
anything.
in it now? Can you see it?
Oh, I can try now. Hold on. Let me put my glasses on.
Okay.
I gotta see the little
Are we
numbers.
back in? Are we back in?
Wait, let's see.
Has it been
All
enough
right.
time? Don't
Here we
say
go.
it out loud.
All right,
I know
look.
you.
See,
I
there's
see
it.
Okay.
Do you see the little numbers?
No,
so tiny.
it was dark. It was blank. Okay. Don't say the numbers out loud. Just poke them in there. You need a little, like, stylus thing that you can... You did it!
It must have been the fat fingers.
Thank you, Apple, for letting us have what's ours.
Couple of things.
Yeah.
We have been really bad because of our aging brains.
Mm-hmm.
We come up with great ideas to bring up to each other during the podcast. And a lot of times when we like to talk, we just like to spring it on each other.
Yeah.
The problem is we both have terrible memories.
Yeah. We can't
And
remember
if
what
I
we
don't
were
grab my
saying.
phone
Yeah.
right then and say, remember to ask Carrie about this.
Yeah.
But today I remembered. I wrote a couple
You
of
did.
things
You
down.
You sent me a couple of texts.
Well, here's one that just cracks me up. And I think I'm going to call this, this phrase needs to leave the English language.
Oh, I have a few of those.
Okay, mine is,
Yeah.
no offense, but
That
I don't want to offend you, but
is very offensive.
no offense.
Which means-
You had a different version of it. Not no offense, but
Mine was, don't take this the wrong way.
don't take this the wrong way.
How
so-
else am I supposed to take it?
So the thing that cracks me up is that's really, my thought is this is really a pre-contract, a prenuptial for a conversation. This is
not
the
sign
this
off
is the
on that.
version of a
Yeah.
prenuptial for a conversation
That's funny.
and then I sit there and picture this. No offense, but you tell them,
And then
and
I'm
of
like,
course
I'm
or-
so offended.
I'm
Why would you
offended.
say that to me?
And then my reaction would
I
be,
don't
but
understand.
I gave you the precursor. I told you, don't be offended.
I said don't be
Don't-
offended.
did you not hear
you
the-
went and did it.
Did you not hear the nunt at the end? It wasn't do be offended. It was
Yeah.
don't be
Don't.
offended.
Don't.
So what
be
do you think
offended.
that is? Is that just a...
It is the pre-internet version of hiding behind your screen, of being anonymous. Like now people can go and say the meanest, awfulest things because they're hiding behind their computer. They're hiding behind their username.
There's a bravery
There
that
is
happens.
a bravery, and it's like you feel like if you qualify your statement, then it is going to, I think a better way to say that, because there are times where I know I want to give a compliment or I want to encourage somebody, and it might come off as condescending or it might come off as patronizing. And so I will tell that person, look, I want you to receive this as a compliment. I am absolutely complimenting you. And so here's what I'm saying.
I have an example.
Yes.
You used to do this when you would direct people.
Yes.
You would give...
Yes, I would.
So Carrie would give me direction. Of course, my boo-boo lip would come out. I was like, I thought... And you would say something like, no. If I thought you were hopeless,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even give you direction.
Right.
Which was it would say,
Yeah, 'cause
you're worth directing.
Yes.
Because you have something.
I would start every new show off by saying, look, if I yell at you or if I seem like I'm getting on to you, it's a good thing. And here's why. Because there's if I'm not, be scared if I'm not saying anything to you, because there's one of two reasons why you're not getting any feedback. One, that you're perfect. I have no notes. Or two, you're so beyond my
I just can't do
or anybody
anything
else's
with
help that I cannot waste precious time by. So yeah, I feel like you can do something. I'm going to push you to do it.
I think also this is the version of, I really want to be able to give my opinion, but I still want us to be friends. I really want to give something
Yeah.
that maybe it's the adult version of, I was only kidding.
Oh, there's a scripture verse about that.
I was only killing. Hit us with it.
It's in Proverbs, and it says, like a madman shooting fiery arrows is a fool who deceives his brother and says, I was only kidding.
So maybe it is a deception when I
It's a
when I
deception.
tell you,
Yeah.
no offense, but
Yeah.
that's a deceiving statement. I am hoping you take offense, maybe.
And you and I have been talking about people that do want to offend. My sister and I are talking about this too. She has somebody in her life that has no problem saying very blunt things, and it's hurtful, and she is doing it in the name of truth. Like, I'm just saying these things
Because I love you, because
love you,
if you care about somebody,
and that's not it. And the person that's in my sister's life, she has you can tell that hurt people, and it is her mission in life to hurt people. And so you can just see the pain every time something barbed comes out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's people like that. But then there's just people who feel really, really insecure about themselves. Listen to me talking like I am some professional therapist, but it really does come from a place of, I need to take you down a notch and elevate myself just
right?
a
It'll make
smidge.
me feel better.
I'll feel better, and I will set the expectation of what I think our relationship should look like.
Who is that guy that we love? Okay, we got to get better. We said
Jefferson Fisher is his
so
name.
good.
Go follow him.
So he is so. These conversations where somebody obviously was meaning to put you down,
Yes.
to put you in your place,
Right.
hurt, but they qualify their statements a
Yeah.
little bit to try to soften it, the whole no offense but
Right.
type thing.
Yeah.
Always just sit there for a minute
Just
and
let it rest.
let it hang,
Yes.
let them hear it,
Yeah.
and then
Yes.
calmer
Yeah.
tongues prevail, right?
Yes.
So let it sit for a
Yes.
minute, and then he says to do something like repeat back to them what they said.
Slowly.
That is brilliant.
Yeah. And my daughter actually did this once at her job that she's no longer at. She had to leave because it was just a horrible situation. But there was a man that was intending to kind of chip away at Rachel. It's real subtle. But she started to notice.
You were telling me some things, and
No, it was, but with this particular man, there was a pattern, and Rachel had these new Reeboks. I'd actually bought them for myself, and I got them home, and I didn't try them on long enough in the store, and they were too small for my feet. And so, because I have ginormous feet for someone so short, but I gave them to Rachel because she and I can wear shoes, same shoes. And she loved them, and so she'd been wearing them. They were a little bit retro Reeboks, and so she was wearing them to work and loving them. And he kept talking about her shoes. Why would you wear those shoes? And just kept, every time she wore the shoes, he was like, wow, cool old shoes, or what are you, grandma, or something like that. And just really making fun of her, poking fun of her shoes. Probably in his brain, he's thinking it was either one of two things. It was chipping away at her self-esteem, or he's trying to very awkwardly connect in some way. I don't know why it was always about the shoes, though. Nothing else. It was only about the shoes. And so finally, Rachel had it, and she took the advice of our guy we follow on Instagram, and she looked at him and she goes, I think it's really interesting how you seem so free to talk about women's clothing choices. I think that's really interesting. Instead of laughing about it
Right.
with him. And he never said anything else again. Because he would say those things in front of the whole office. And then she said that back to him in front of the office. And you can embarrass a woman in front of anybody. No big deal. You embarrass a man,
There's going to be problems.
there's going to be problems after that. But
You know, I have a little bit of a passive aggressive tendency.
Yeah.
This is not, I know I'm praying about it. Y'all can pray for me. And I think you and I've talked about it. If Greg's shoes are by the back door,
yes.
I'm very aware those are his
Yes.
shoes,
Yes.
but I'll ask him, "Are those your shoes?"
Yeah.
Instead of saying the very simple thing, "Hey, would you mind taking your shoes back to which he wouldn't mind at all."
Right.
I don't know why I do it
Yes.
my way.
Well,
It's a mean way.
it's a, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm working on it. Again, y'all can pray for me over it. But I almost do that when I know that someone is trying to get a rise out of me, and what they
Yes.
are saying is really not meant as a compliment.
Right.
And I'm trying to think of an example, but if somebody says, "Wow, you are so," that kept commenting on
Yes.
my clothes or whatever,
Yeah.
and it was obviously not meant in I would do the exact opposite of what they were trying to get out of me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I can show you where I got
Yes.
them.
Yes.
You know what? I even have one that
Yeah.
would probably fit you. I'm going to bring it and totally
Yes.
miss
Yeah.
the dig that they're trying to do.
Yes.
That's a no.
Yeah.
Don't do it like that because
No.
I know that is a passive aggressive. That's a trait in me. I need to tamp down.
I think it well, at the same time too though, I think you want to expose the person.
Yes, but probably the more mature way to do it was saying, "Okay, let's talk about how this is making me feel because I think you're trying to make me feel bad,
Yes.
and let's figure out a different way to communicate."
Oh, I wish I had that in my arsenal of.
I think you do a good job
Well,
usually.
I do better now, but that's one thing the guy Jefferson says to do is, was that meant to hurt my feelings? Did you
Right.
mean when you said that, did you mean to hurt my feelings? I wish I had that phrase in my back pocket when somebody years ago just said something and they were angry and it was meant to attack my character, and they will never know how deeply that cut
Wounded.
me. And I have had to walk through so much forgiveness with that person that I don't even have any
Oh,
contact
no,
with
Carrie,
anymore.
don't do that. Just do what I do. Lay in bed at night and ruminate on it. Like, just play
Yeah.
that over and over in your
'Cause
head.
that's the healthy-
Think about
yes.
what you should have said, and think about in 10 years when I
Yeah.
see them again.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to say
You
in
don't-
response.
yeah. And the sad truth is they have no idea what they've said, or and I take it back. They do know what they said because my husband confronted them afterwards, like the day after. And the other person was like, "Oh, wow, I didn't know. I'm really sorry." And you know what the apology was?
Was it a non-apology?
Uh-huh.
Is it, "I'm sorry she took what I said"?
No, the apology was, "You know we love you, right?"
Ooh.
That was it. That was and I was like, "Yeah."
So that's why I expect your words
Yeah.
to match up with that.
That was the apology. And that also was the end of the relationship. Sadly,
Right.
unfortunately.
Right.
Because that was at that point, there was just no.
I think that's
like-
when I think that's at some point I would say, but that's not an expression of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it was
I
this
I don't
weird-
do that.
it-
I take a different approach. I take the approach of ruminating on
Yes,
it
I
and
do
making
too.
my
I do
stomach twist and turn.
Yes.
And then letting darker feelings come into my heart.
I have learned that neurologically, you know why we do that? Why we ruminate.
Why?
It is apparently, I've learned, that it is your nervous system, your neurological pathway is.
Is it the same ones in my fingers
Yes.
that won't let me type in my passcode?
Yes, it is. It
No.
is your brain saying, we need to work through that over and over and over again to protect ourselves from that ever happening again. It's a defense mechanism.
Right,
It's a survival instinct. And which is not, we don't need that in our lives because we have Jesus, who is like,
I know.
How many
And the
things have we said and done to Jesus that have made him feel, that have
right.
hurt his feelings?
And as much as somebody has hurt my feelings,
Yeah.
I know I've done that to other people.
Oh, for sure. Me too.
And
me too.
Want to get that out
Yeah.
of my life.
No, I
Tame that tongue.
said something to someone once, and I totally meant it as a compliment, but it did not. And I'm
Hit
just
as one.
awkward enough to where I just say, really, and she was wearing all white. And the reason why I complimented her so much was because she had either twins or triplets, toddlers. And I was telling her, you're brave for wearing white. I said that to her. Wow, you're really brave for wearing white, all white. Because she had toddlers, and toddlers always
holding
have dirty fingers. They'll get jelly and jam and stuff on their fingers. She looked beautiful. She was knockout, like walked out of a magazine page. Maybe I should have led with that. But I said that, and I said, oh my God. And so I went on to, we were at church, and I went on to Sunday school, and then after Sunday school I saw her again, and I was like, hey, I just wanted you to know I didn't mean this. I meant that you looked really beautiful. And she was getting on an elevator, and I was following her to the elevator, and as the elevator doors were closing, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it for that. The elevator doors are closing, and she goes, it's okay, you can't offend me. And then the elevator doors are closed, and I was like, I probably did. Because I'm sitting in Sunday school after that, after I said that to her, and I'm asking another friend of mine, I'm like, look, I accidentally said this, and I didn't mean it as an insult. I meant it as a really good compliment. I said she looked really beautiful, but I said this, that she was brave for wearing that. And the friend goes, yeah. Ooh, yeah. And I was like, oh, it's not in my head. And it's not just in my head.
That's another thing we do, though, is we don't forgive ourselves for those slip of the tongues,
so
because
true.
that's another thing that we'll lay in bed and ruminate over everything we
sure
said.
They hate my guts now.
Yeah. I shouldn't have done that. But everybody's done it. Yeah, but we'll all do better. Let's tame our tongue.
Do better.
And let's don't say, no offense, but
yeah.
Let's throw that out of our vocabulary.
Hey, Melinda. Don't take this the wrong way.
I see what you did there. Okay, I have a new segment.
You do?
Yeah. I feel like I'm leaning back into the couch again. I think we need to start a segment called You Idiom.
That's not, I mean, for like a half a second, I did not know that's where you were going.
You Idiom.
You idiom.
Because I learned the meaning of an idiom. Well,
I do
you've
know. Already known what an idiom is. I'm pretty confident in
I learned the meaning of an idiom that I say and really didn't know where it came from.
Right.
So there's a lady that I've started following. Her name is Stephanie Lang, comedian.
Yes.
And she's British.
Right.
I love it. She had a really brilliant comment about there's a sentence in the English language where you can have four of the same word right next to each other.
Yes.
And it was something like, the cheese Stephen had a profound effect on his stomach or his bowels or whatever. And she kept saying, had. But anyway.
There's a sentence you can say with buffalo, and you say it 7 times, and buffalo means something different every time you say it. So buffalo, I've looked it up before. Buffalo, 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 and it means
it's like a sentence.
Yes, it has noun, verb, adjective.
Okay, I'm gonna have to. That's another rabbit. I'm gonna have to chase.
Proper noun of like Buffalo, New York. Okay.
So this one is no strings attached.
Okay.
So can you tell me
well,
what if I say no strings attached?
That means I have given you something and I don't expect anything in return.
Okay.
Right?
I agree with that.
Okay.
All right. So where would you guess that we got that? For example, we know that Matt is a hatter. We know where that came from, right? That was the hat makers that would use mercury to make the hats, and they actually would go mad.
Yes.
So where
Mad as a
what
hatter.
what
Alice
where's
in
the
Wonderland.
history of no strings attached?
No strings attached.
I asked Greg this, and he made, I thought, some very logical assumptions.
Interesting. No strings attached. I have no idea. I've never thought about it.
Okay, Greg's guess was that a puppeteer, like maybe
like a
a marionette,
Yeah.
and no strings attached meant
no strings on.
there was nothing in control. I mean, you weren't being controlled by anything, right? Mm-hmm. Which is kind of the meaning that you. So I thought, oh, that's a good guess.
Yeah.
But
That's
not it. It has to do. It comes from the dressmakers or material when you would go to buy your material, and they would leave, and you know the selvage edge of material that has the rough edge of the material?
Yes.
A lot of times they would leave long strings hanging from material that had a flaw to it. So that you knew if you saw long strings on the selvage edge, that material probably had some kind of flaw to it. You might be able to get a discount or whatever. But then you would have suit makers and dress makers that would come in, and they may say to you, I need a yard of your best velour, no strings attached. And no strings attached meant I need it to be, I need it to be clean. I need it to be in perfect prime condition.
How did we get?
I don't know, but isn't that interesting?
That is very interesting.
I mean, basically, you're wanting a clean remnant. You're wanting a clean piece of material to work from. So I guess I can see how it no strings attached. Look, I'm making a bargain with you, and it's a clean bargain. It's anyway.
That's very interesting. I have one.
Okay. What's yours?
So what about riding shotgun?
Riding shotgun. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which
so
what it means
is I get to sit up with you.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I can figure this one out.
Yes.
Riding shotgun, is that riding up on by the person that would do the horses? Because were they supposed to be the one that carried the shotgun?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. It's when driving a coach in the Wild West, whoever sat next to the driver in the front seat often needed to have a shotgun in order to kill any robbers that might come upon them. Wow.
Well,
you got
that puts whole new meaning when I put Caleb at riding shotgun, because he's a wild card. He might have taken him up. Hey, that card's getting a little bit too close.
What about let the cat out of the bag?
Let the cat out of the bag. Okay, if you let the cat out of the bag, that's spilling somebody's secrets, right?
Yes. Yes. So, accidentally, yeah.
Accidentally letting the cat out of the bag. Okay, does this have a dark meaning? Because I know what used to happen.
No.
Okay, it doesn't.
No.
So I won't go where I thought it was.
No.
Let the cat out of the bag. Oh. Was the cat like a mouser cat, and you would take it in to catch the vermin?
That's good, but no.
Oh, let the cat.
It doesn't really. It's kind of like no strings attached. It's like, how did we get from there to this?
You didn't relate it to. Okay, what is it?
It's around the 1700s. Sellers would trick buyers by putting pigs considered valuable in bags together with cats, which were not valuable.
Oh.
If a cat got out of the bag, their fraud would be unveiled.
Okay,
so it's
that
more
could
of
be a secret.
It's a deceptive,
right?
Like it's the secret is that you've been deceived.
Okay,
but now we just use it in general as to reveal a secret.
Right. See, I think it's easier for me to get to the no strings attached than that one. That one's even further away.
Yeah.
Well, good. Okay, so welcome to our new segment. Stay tuned for the next time we do You Idiom.
you have a verse for us because we talked about
What people say.
what people say that we wish would kind of go away.
Right.
Like,
Which was
like don't
don't
be offended
Don't
by
be
this,
offended,
or
but-
I don't.
What was your version? I
What
like your
say?
version.
What I say? Don't
Don't take this
take
the wrong
this the
way,
wrong way. Yeah,
which is a preface of but I
you're
think
about
you're
to
going
get to
I
take
think
this.
you're gonna-
I am
But I told
fully
you not,
gonna take
I told
this.
you not
I
to
told
do
you
it.
not to do it.
So I went to James.
Yeah.
The whole taming the tongue because we're sorry. Gus is just having a
He's
moment.
offended.
He's having a moment. But earlier up in chapter 3 of James, he talks about out of the same mouth will come praise for the Lord and will just the ugliest things about your neighbors
Yeah,
out of the same mouth.
yeah.
That's just
Yes.
terrible. He says, we can't do that.
You don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't.
At the end, though, verse 17, I love this. It says, so this is James chapter 3, verse 17. But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate,
Yes.
submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere.
Yeah.
So, of course, some would argue that, well, but I told you I was sincerely meant not to be offended. No, just don't do it. What you were trying to do was get a jab in.
That's right.
And don't do it.
Don't
That's
be
not
that
a
way.
fruit of the Spirit. That's not
not.
considerate or submissive or full of mercy or good fruit, impartial and sincere. That's my word.
Your words have so much weight, and I think sometimes we don't realize how much
The tongue, it says earlier in the chapter also, it's a fire.
it
It is a fire.
It
So be careful. Guard it.
Guard it.
Quench it. Put
Yeah.
water in it. Quench it with the
Quench it with the
fruit of the Spirit.
quench it.
Quench it.
You know what a good thing to say though is
That Jesus loves you.
you can't mess that up.